Hi everybody and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. First and foremost, just please excuse all of this going on in the background. I need to film in the kitchen and I can't hide it. You know, if you saw my video from, I think it was Wednesday, it gave you a good idea of what we're doing in the kitchen. We've practically smashed it to bits and I'm just going to have to live with it. You know, life is life. This is real life, okay? But today's video is all about saving money. Now, I started this back in about October last year and I started vlogging it onto YouTube and it had such a great response. But moving forward in the new year, when I changed my YouTube channel, this kind of thing morphed into, it got lost in the shopping halls, if you like. So I'm still doing it, it's just all in the shopping halls. But what I thought I would do is, because next week is the end of February, we've just kind of come out of Christmas and people are still struggling financially. And, you know, let's face it, there is nothing wrong with admitting that you are struggling financially. So let's just get that out there right now. The key for me is to firstly admit it and then sort of try and look at ways of driving costs down. Now, the easiest one for me was looking at our outgoings. So I looked at everything: electricity, gas, petrol, insurance for the car, the whole thing. We've looked at everything. I promise you, we've looked at all of those household bills. So we've dealt with that. And obviously, you know, we've made some changes there as well. We've changed our gas supplier, our electricity supplier. We've saved a lot of money just by swapping those utility bills. But one of the things that I think I get left to do is look at the weekly shopping bill, if you like. Now, because of my neck injury, I tended to do a lot of my shopping online with Tesco because I just had to sit behind my laptop, do it, and they bring it to the door. Happy days. The problem with doing that is I got myself into such a rut where I was just kind of ordering the same things every week, and I just kind of got stuck in this loop where I was just doing the same things every week. Our shopping bills were 80 to 100 and something pound a week, which for two of us, I think is a lot. So I decided last year to just stop that and see where I could start making changes. And I called it smarter food shopping. So it was looking at one key ingredient for Sunday dinner and how I could reuse the leftovers, and I've done loads of things on that, and a lot of that is on my website. But I made lots of swaps, and what I think is great now is that I can go back to these swaps and I can talk to you about them. You know, were they any good? Have I kept them? Are they worth trying? And I think this is a great time to go through that and also explain to you how much money I am saving per month. And I'm going to go through that at the end of the video because I am actually quite shocked. Okay, so this little exercise that I started off back in October, has it actually paid dividends? Well, let's start looking at some of the items that I've swapped out for cheaper supermarket brands, and I'll go through them with you first and you can have a look and see what I did. First one was toilet roll. Okay, now we all use it, okay. Now I have bought toilet roll from Home Bargains, from B&M, from Asda, from Tesco, from Aldi to Andrex. I brought them all since last year, okay. Every single brand I've bought at cheap prices, and I've bought Andrex. So I've gone from one spectrum to the other. So what did I find? I will be going back to Asda shades, okay? I used to always buy Asda shades, and again, through this pricing kind of cost-cutting exercise, it was, is that the best brand out there? I think Aldi came close, I must admit, but I sometimes find buying cheap toilet roll a false economy because they don't last as long. So again, you need to watch how many sheets are on a roll. You know, I do find the Asda Shades one lasts us so much longer than any of the other brands I've bought. So for me, swapping out toilet roll will go back to Asda. So that is the first one. The next one was swapping out tomatoes. So these I think are just from Home Bargains. And okay, look, tomatoes are tomatoes. If you're putting them in the slow cooker, it makes absolutely no difference. So don't buy expensive tomatoes. The only thing I would say is this, that when you buy tomatoes, if you buy cheap ones, you will find that there is more liquid in the tin than there is pulp tomato, okay? Now, if you chuck it in the slow cooker, that's not an issue. You can easily thicken that up, but I'm still buying cheap tomatoes, okay? So that is a great money saver, especially during the winter months, because I think most of us use lots and lots of tomatoes within dishes. Microwave rices, I use a lot of these in my cooking now because, let's face it, who can be bothered doing rice? So Tilda was my go-to, and Tilda is expensive. I used to only ever buy it when I was £1 a pouch anyway, but I still do rate Tilda, so you know there's nothing wrong with it. But what I did was swapped it for Asda rices. These range anywhere between 40 something pence to 60 pence. I get lime and coriander. I get loads of rices from Asda. Perfect. Saved a lot of money, and we use quite a lot of them. So the Asda microwave pouches are staying. Okay. These were on my food shopping haul yesterday. These are from Tesco, so they're like the supermarket equivalent of Asda. And these are staying because these are going to be for grains lunches. These were 65 pence. So again, a little bit of a saving, especially if you're using lots of these. So again, good saving there. And then we come to sort of cleaning and toiletries. Now they are the things that I find cost the most, or were costing me the most. And I started looking at things like hand soap. So this is the Aldi hand soap, and it is 50 odd pence, okay? I am going to be honest, I don't think I'll buy this again. And the reason for that is because the first pump of this doesn't seem to lather up, okay? Which means that I'm going to use twice as much because you've got to pump again to get a good lather. These ones I usually buy £1. So I'm going to use sort of one pump of that or two of that. To be quite honest, to me, that is false economy. Is there anything wrong with it? Absolutely not. It smells gorgeous. But again, it's something that I just don't think I will keep. So again, not so good. The other one that we came across was this. This is from Aldi. Now, if you've watched any of my shopping hauls, you'll know I always use Sanex. I've used it since Tom was little because he had eczema or eczema, or however how you say it. And I found swapping everything over to Sanex really helped him and helped Graham. The cheapest I ever find Sanex shower gel is about £2 for a 500ml bottle. I did switch over to Imperial Leather, which was 90 pence. Nothing wrong with that, and Imperial Leather is absolutely lovely. But this in Aldi is like the Sanex copy, and I think it's 80 odd pence. We are sticking with this, okay? We absolutely love it. So again, even if I just want to go and buy some sort of toiletries, I would definitely go back to Aldi and pick this up. So that is a huge winner for us. And then moving on to Aldi as well, I swapped out my laundry detergent a couple of weeks ago and bought the Aldi one, and I was quite unsure about it, and I've forgotten how much this is, so forgive me. But my usual one is Bold, okay? This is usually anywhere between £3 and £5. I had to pick this up in Home Bargains the other day because I'm nearly out of this. I didn't have time to go to Aldi. I will definitely be buying this again. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Is there any difference between these two? A slight difference, but not worth the money. So I picked this up in Home Bargains. I think it was £3 or £3.99, but when I go back to Aldi, I will be sticking with this. So that is going to save me. I think this is £1 something. That is going to be a huge saving because our washing machine is on once or twice a day. So, you know, we go through a lot of this stuff. So yeah, we're sticking with that. And then I came to fabric softener. This is the Aldi one. I think this was £1 something, £1.20. And again, I was dubious. Absolutely gorgeous, this one. I really rate it, really have enjoyed it. It smells amazing, and the smell stays on your clothes for longer than any one that I've ever used before. So we'll definitely be sticking to this. I had to pick this up in Home Bargains, which was £1.99. I've used Comfort before for years. Again, it is great. There is nothing wrong with it. But if I had to pick a winner, it would be this one. So again, it's going to save me a lot of money. This is the Aldi copy of Vanish, and this was £1.89, and I've been using this now for a few weeks. Absolutely perfect. There's no need for me to use Vanish, so again, I'll be saving money and staying with this. So that is a huge saving. Washing up liquid. I have tried supermarket brands and they're kind of hit and miss, to be brutally honest. I'm going to be honest, there are sometimes you just have to stick with what you've got. The one I haven't tried is the Aldi one, so I may try that one and see if it is any good. I've tried Tesco, I've tried Asda, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not hugely impressed. So that the jury's out on this one at the moment, but again, I buy this in Home Bargains anyway, so I never pay sort of stupid supermarket prices for it. Mouthwash, I think this was 80p from Aldi. We've been using a Listerine one, and I think it's £1.75. Is this any good? It's mouthwash, okay? It tastes rank, this. I'm going to be honest, it tastes absolutely rank. The one we used tastes like limoncello, which is quite nice, but it's £1.75 versus 80p. What do you do? You know, these are the swaps that you need to make if you really are serious about, you know, if you're struggling financially. Who cares? It's mouthwash. So again, we've started using this. And I think the biggest one for us is shampoo and conditioner. Now, I use Redken, and I've used it for years because my hair is bleached to bits. It needs chopping at the moment, but it's bleached to bits, and I found Redken was the only one that I used that really did help my hair. It really super moisturized it and, you know, really put it back in a better condition. This is anywhere between £13 and £20 a bottle. Shoot me now. I know, I can hear the screams. Now, I finished my shampoo and I swapped over to this, which is the Head and Shoulders Supreme. I didn't hold out any hope for it whatsoever. I have never been able to use supermarket branded shampoos on my hair. I'm giving this a huge 10 out of 10. It is amazing stuff, absolutely amazing. So from shampoo and conditioner in this range, coming in at probably say £35 for shampoo and conditioner to, what's this, £3 to £5, something like that. Big difference. But the other part of this is Graham, because obviously I'm not letting him loose on my Redken. I was buying him this, which is 99p for conditioner and shampoo. We're no longer buying this, we're buying this. So both of us are using this. I do have the conditioner, which I haven't yet tried because I think I've got 1 or 2 more washes in this. Then I'm going to switch to this and I will let you know what it is like. But that is a keeper. That is undecided at the moment. So we've gone from like 4 bottles just down to 2, which I think is quite amazing, to be brutally honest with you. Deodorant, we both used the same one, which was a Garnier one, but they stopped doing it. We switched to this Mitchum, which is quite expensive, which is £3 something for a big tin. This dries the underneath my arms out and starts irritating my skin. So I've had to stop using this. So Graham just takes these to work because he cycles into work and showers at work. So I'll leave that to him. We won't be buying this anymore at all. What we are using is this Soft and Gentle, and I think this is about £1 for a big tin. This is a 250ml tin. This is amazing stuff. It doesn't leave white marks anywhere. It dries quickly and it doesn't take your breath away when you spray it. It's really good. Really enjoyed that. Both of us are using this now. So I just need to give that one to Graham and then both of us are on to this. Then this was on one of my Tesco hauls. This was 80p. Now, I've been using Method in our shower for about a year and a bit now. And after each shower, we spray the doors with it and we spray around the shower with it. It keeps the soap scum down. It does exactly what it says. But Method is £3 a bottle. This is 80p. And as you can see, I've used it and it works perfectly. It does exactly the same as the Method. So we are keeping this as well. So, you know, you can see how these things are starting to add up. And the other one is, I'm sure like me, you've all got a Minky. Okay, so this is my Minky. Had it a couple of months now. As you can see, it's a bit battered because it's been downstairs cleaning the kitchen. £2 something, I think. Whatever. I bought these from Home Bargains. I think there was 2 or 3 in a pack for a couple of pounds. These are actually okay. As you can see, this is again being used as a work one. But I found these in Home Bargains. These are the elbow grease ones. These are £1. These outperform Minky by 10 to 1. There is just no comparison whatsoever. This is my old one, which is a bit tattered and a bit worn, but this has been through everything in this kitchen because now we've wiped everything up with it. I'm obviously not washing up with it, but these beat Minky's hand down, so I will be sticking with these definitely. So there's another huge saving. And I think my last one for you today is dishwasher tablets. I think this was before Christmas. I usually use the fairy pods that I've got like the liquid in. Now they're expensive, and bearing in mind I only use my dishwasher over a weekend, usually a Saturday and a Sunday. And on this economy drive, I was a bit sort of like, oh, I don't really want to change. Not dishwasher tablets, but I did. I changed them to these. And there was 50 in a box from Home Bargains. I think they were £1 something, but they are the powder ones, these. They are just equally as good as the other ones. They make no difference at all. So I will be sticking with these because it is a huge, huge cost saving. And if you use your dishwasher every day, which I know people do because, you know, they're busy, they've got big families, check that not by swapping a brand, you know, you could actually save a lot of money. I will be sticking with those because it has made no difference to my dishwashing outcome at all. So really, that is some of the swaps that I've made. And the big question is, how much have I saved? Okay. My shopping bills, as I said, were anywhere between 80 and 100 and something pound. On average now, and I will say average, they are down to about £50 a week. Okay. And I say average because there are weeks it goes up to 70, but that's because I'll buy something like meat. Meat is very, very expensive. And if I see a bargain, I will buy it, split it and freeze it. So that automatically will jump up the cost of our shopping. So I'm saying that, you know, roughly average about £50 a week. Now, when we're looking at meat, meat is very, very expensive. I found that, to cough. Yeah, the meat from Aldi, not impressed with at all. I bought a jointed brisket. It was fatty. It was sinewy through the meat. It was £6, I think, something for a 900-gram joint. I could have bought a smaller joint from Tesco and really, really enjoyed it. I did not enjoy the meat from Aldi. I also bought a chicken from Aldi. And again, when I cooked it in the slow cooker and then roasted it, it was really like jelly fat underneath the skin. Now, when that happens, that tells me it's been pumped full of chemicals. And I'm just, not that I'm again, you know, I don't want to get into a big debate about where animal welfare and all of that, but I personally will not buy meat from Aldi again. And it is that simple. You know, I've had chickens from Asda and Tesco, and, you know, they've always been absolutely spot on. But definitely will not be buying any meat like chicken, brisket or pork or anything like that from Aldi. It's just not for me. So there you go. That is it. Question, how much have I actually saved? Well, let me tell you, we are running at about £200 a month saving. Shut the back door. Okay, that is a huge amount of money. Okay. Now, let me explain this into another way. That's £2,400 per year, okay? And if we look at that, that is a good chunk of our holiday spending covered without even trying, okay? So I'm not even trying to save money out of our household budget. I've already saved, we'll call it even £2,000 a year. That is a huge amount of money just by looking at shopping without all of the utility bills money that we've saved as well. So, you know, for me, that is just huge. just by looking at shopping. £2,000 a year, I will definitely have some of that, definitely. Moving forward, I am still going to chip away at this because I still think I can make improvements. I definitely can. And now it's sort of gone into my head that, you know, we've already got £2,000 towards a holiday that neither of us have had to save. That spurred me on even more to look for bigger, better bargains. And it's also stopped me being scared of trying things out, new things, especially things like washing detergent. You know, I've had some real horrors with it, to be quite honest. But, you know, it's really spurred me to go and have a look at these things. So there you go. That is what I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it is completely different to any of my other videos, but my channel isn't always going to be about cooking, slimming world, chronic pain or any of that. It's about life, you know, and budgeting and making smarter choices and obviously getting food on the table quicker and all of those other great things. But I think budgeting and looking at your weekly outgoing on shopping is something that, you know, has made a huge difference to me. So that is why I wanted to share it with you. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it the thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as one of my followers. I will catch up with you all on Wednesday, which is my next video vlog drop. What it's going to be about yet, who knows? I don't know yet, but we will figure that out. Anyway, I hope you've had a great Sunday, everybody, and I will catch up with you all very, very soon.